thing I need all of you to know is this: I am not unmindful of the sacrifices that you have made to be here today. May the grace of God find and locate you wherever you are. It is not ever an easy journey when you are fighting evil.
Yes.
But some years back, before I started this work, God told me very clearly, and I heard it very clearly. He says, once have I spoken, once has he spoken, twice have I heard. He says, the truth is enough. It is the only weapon by which you can slay the monster called Nigeria. The truth, nothing else. In my public advocacy, in my fight and my wars against this evil empire that we all live in, I have never lied against anyone. Yeah. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know. Yes.
Thousands of people wanna see me belongs on the team for the message. Belongs as I am for the message. I am going round the world, spreading the message. I'm going round the world, spreading the message. Don't try, don't try.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. I think this afternoon I'm a little bit glad because Dele Farotimi has been released. You know, they granted him bail from the Federal High Court, and they said he should be discharged with 50 million naira. He will drop his passport with 2 shorty. The magistrate court in Ekiti again said he should bring 30 million. Drop his passport. I don't know how many passports he possessed, and also shorty. But I really thank people like Omoyo on the Sowore. Shout out to Mr. Peter Obi, who took it upon his shoulder as well to stand, you know, by Dele Farotimi. Dele Farotimi is a very nice man. He's a good man, and this is the reason why I do tell, you know, people in Nigeria that if anything is happening to one person, don't just assume that the thing is just about the person. It's not about the person. The injustice leveled against so many innocent people in Nigeria is too much. It's too much. So I am happy this afternoon because at least Dele Farotimi can go home now and he can celebrate Christmas with his family. This is a victory against injustice. This is a victory against impunity. But there is something very important, very, very important that Dele Farotimi said that I want us to look into. Let us analyze and examine his word. You know, a lot of people are dubious. They don't know. They are saying, is Farotimi guilty? What he wrote, is it true? Now, the man is released. And the first thing he did is just to brief people. He granted, you know, press briefing and told people his mind. I want us to, you know, in just a minute, let us look into what he said. Word by word, we are going to touch and tell you how this legal battle is going to be. It is a battle that is not going to end very soon, okay? Let's listen to Dele Farotimi. Let's pick his word one by one.
The thing I need all of you to know is this: I am not unmindful of the sacrifices that you have made to be here today. May the grace of God find and locate you wherever you are. It is not ever an easy journey when you are fighting evil.
Yes.
But some years back, before I started this work, God told me very clearly, and I heard it very clearly. He says, once have I spoken, once has he spoken, twice have I heard. He says, the truth is enough. It is the only weapon by which you can slay the monster called Nigeria. The truth, nothing else. In my public advocacy, in my fight and my wars against this evil empire that we all live in, I have never lied against anyone. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know. Yes. The thing I need all of you to know is this. I am not.
All right. Now, let's look into what Dele Farotimi said. The first thing he said, that is, he's not unmindful of the support people gave him, people who were online, clamoring for his release. Someone like Omoyonde Sowore, who have done, so many things to make sure they release, and even trying to organize protests for him. Someone like Mr. P2B, you can't say anything without mentioning him, who stood as surety to him. It's not easy. So that is the first thing, by thanking people who, came to his rescue. Number two, he said, the truth is enough. Hello. The truth is enough. Most of the time, I have been saying that we are living in, what is it called? We are living in falsehood. Yeah, that is the exact word I used to use if you have been following me. We have been living in falsehood. Then the Farotimi said, the truth is enough. For you, the truth, is it enough? For me, the truth is enough. Anyone who is speaking the truth, Nigeria system is going to fight the person. So a lot of people are facing persecution today just because they are saying the truth. So no matter what really transpired anyway, you can't stop the truth. Truth is something that you cannot stop. Truth is only one thing that, even though the whole world stands for the lies, one single truth is going to overthrow the lives of so many people. Yes, he said, I stand for the truth. The truth is enough. That is the exact word Dele Farotimi used. The truth is enough. Now, the third word he said, the third sentence he made there is, truth is the only thing to slay this monster called Nigeria. That is deep. An ordinary person will not understand what he's saying. But if you are in this struggle, if you are on social media seeing what is going on in Nigeria, if you are on ground, you are seeing the terrible things going on in Nigeria, you would probably understand what Dele Farotimi is saying. He says, the truth is the only thing to slay this monster called Nigeria. And the last one is what? Let's take it.
The thing I need all of you to know is this. I am not unmindful of the sacrifices that you have made to be here today. May the grace of God find and locate you wherever you are. Amen. It is not ever an easy journey when you are fighting evil.
Yes.
But some years back, before I started this work, God told me very clearly, and I heard it very clearly. It says, once have I spoken. Once has he spoken, twice have I heard. He says, the truth is enough. It is the only weapon by which you can slay the monster called Nigeria. The truth, nothing else. In my public advocacy, in my fight and my wars against this evil empire that we all live in, I have never lied against anyone. Yeah. If I don't know, I'll say.
Yes. The third thing he said, in this life, I have never lied against anyone. If I don't know, I will tell you that I don't know. So automatically, then the Farotimi is letting people to understand that, oh, what I wrote in my book, this Nigeria and its criminal justice system, what I wrote in this book is absolutely true. It's nothing but the truth. I have never lied against anybody. If I don't know, I will tell you that I don't know. Truth is the only weapon for us to slay this monster called Nigeria. I am not unmindful of your support. Anyway, the legal battles go on. I think the next court has been scheduled for January. So bending him does not mean that the case is closed. The case will just begin. But granting him bail gives him ability to go and prepare his evidence and present his evidence before the court. And you see, this was what we were clamoring about, the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. Why Nnamdi Kanu says no, Binta Nyako can never go on with the case. If she has any case at all, if she even have the jurisdiction to try me, you can't try me while I am in detention. Because if I'm in detention, I cannot prepare. How can I prepare defense while I'm in the detention? So now that Dele Farotimi is out and he's telling you, oh, what I wrote in my book is absolutely true. I have never lied against anyone. I have never lied against anyone. If I don't know what to say, I will tell you that I don't know. I think so many people will be shaking right now. As I said before, I am indebted to so many people who ran around Dele Farotimi because, you know, supporting Dele Farotimi is not just about supporting Dele Farotimi. You are supporting justice. Injustice that people in government are doing against the masses is too much. It's too much. Anytime you stand for the truth, you become an enemy. Anytime you stand for the truth, they will gather and do everything possible to take you away. Who does that? Nigeria has been able to form a court system. When I mean a court system, they form a court system in the sense that if you are not among the court, they call them Kaba. I call them court. Kaba is a court. It's a political court. So anytime people just, you know, join them, if you are not among them, you are forever gone. They will silence you. They do all sort of things against you. You can't speak and it will work. You know, so many things will just be happening like that. So what I'm trying to say is that let's join together and speak the truth. No matter what it is, no matter where you are, no matter what we have been going through, it is only truth that we are going to use to slay this monster called Nigeria. You know, Nnamdi Kanu said this during the time he used to do his broadcast. The man has never carried a weapon against anyone, but he uses his Radio Biafra to dispense truth against this entity called Nigeria, and a lot of people were shaking. We cannot pretend further. We cannot pretend further. Now, let us pick the right thing before we go forward.
The thing I need all of you to know is this. I am not unmindful of the sacrifices that you have made to be here today. May the grace of God find and locate you wherever you are. Amen. It is not ever an easy journey when you are fighting evil.
Yes.
But some years back, before I started this work, God told me very clearly, and I heard it very clearly. It says, once have I spoken, once has he spoken, twice have I heard. He says, the truth is enough. It is the only weapon by which you can slay the monster called Nigeria. The truth, nothing else. In my public advocacy, in my fight and my wars against this evil empire that we all live in, I have never lied against anyone.
Yeah. So the last thing we are picking there is this. Then the Farotimi said something that touched me. He said, in my struggle against this evil empire called Nigeria, I have never lied against anyone. In my fight against this evil empire called Nigeria, I have never lied against anyone. Brethren, the battle just started. And, you know, this is not only for Farotimi. And for people who know this man called Ikenga Imo Ugochiri, and all of you know him, you know the man is outspoken. The man has been, you know, standing like a voice of opposition and also saying, talking truth to power. He's not always afraid, challenging the powers that be. That man is about to be framed up. You know, there was a time they said kidnapping, they sent assassin to kill him. And he succeeded, he ran away. And recently, a lot of people have been, you know, making press briefing that there is a plot to kill Ugochiri. There is a plot to free him. Maybe he does something. And there is a plot that to say that this man is just sponsoring terrorists. Yeah, there is a plan to frame this man up. Now, today, Barrister Maxwell of Para, one of the counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, also gave a press briefing. Take a listen.
Okay, gentlemen of the press, this particular press briefing is all about sometime last month or thereabout. I told you how some persons plan to frame, attack, or eliminate Ikenga, Honorable Ikenga Imoguchi. You see, that particular plan has resurrected again. If you watch, Ikenga Ugochi has been speaking for opposition political party in the Federal House of Rep, and being a political activist. He has been on it. He has been doing his activism without any fear of contradiction or favor. But some persons, both in PDP and some supporters of FCT ministers, is not comfortable with his activism and the criticism. So we learned that there is a plan to frame him up with a drop of charges, probably getting somebody to mention one of these terrorist suspects, just getting mentioned that he's the person sponsoring you, or he's one of those that are sponsoring terrorism in this country. We have all those plans, and I want to tell whoever that is involved that it will not stand. We, lawyers in defense of democracy, it will not stand. Any attempt to frame him up, any attempt to attack him will be highly resisted. And we are calling Mr. President to look at those who are criticizing your government. These are those of us in opposition criticizing the government. We are the people that are telling you the truth. We are the people that are helping your government. Honorable Ikenga Imoguchi has been there criticizing before this government, and even before he joined politics fully. So trying to intimidate him, trying to silence him with a trump-up charges will be resisted, and nobody will have it all. Because if you watch what Ikenga Ugochi is talking about, just what you have in PDP, how some PDP leadership that's supposed to form opposition is now working for APC, thereby rendering Nigeria to be a one-party state, which is not good to our democracy. You also talked about how the minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, is making things very difficult in Rivers State. He criticized all these things. So this is not a ground for somebody to start attacking him. We, the lawyers in defense of democracy, members of NBA Human Rights Committee, concerned members of NBA Human Rights Committee, we will resist it. And any attempt for that will move to the street. That is our message we want to pass to Mr. President. And all this intimidation, all this clamping down of opposition will not help Mr. President. Mr. President should look at those who are ready to help his government, not those who are looking for something to put in their pocket. Honorable Ikenga Imo Ugochi is a force to reckon with. He is the hope of the youth. In the entire Southeast, as we speak now, he is the political leader in the entire Southeast. Take it or you leave it. Go and cite opinion, because he has been there. He has been carrying people along. He has been showing people what representation is all about, what advocacy is all about, what opposition is all about. So we are calling on Mr. President. We are calling Inspector General of Police. We are calling Director DSSS. Please don't allow anybody to use you. Don't allow anybody to use you. One of the people that made Buhari's government very unpopular are those praise singers. And today, Buhari has been known to be the worst political leader Africa can ever produce. So we are calling on Mr. President, please don't allow anybody to use the security agents to intimidate anybody, to cause problem in your government. Where you are doing well, everybody will support you. Where you are not doing well, we will criticize you. We have seen some policies which you come up with, something like this tax reform. You can see how everybody is supporting you. When you do well, people will commend you. If you did not do well, people will, especially all those people who are working for you, who claim that they are supporting you. These are the people that are making your government very unpopular. So please, that is our position. That is the essence of this. Ugochinyere is representing the youth. Ugochinyere is representing the Southeast. Ugochinyere is a force to reckon with. When he talk, people should listen. Thank you. Okay, gentlemen of the press, this particular press briefing is.
All right. That was Barrister Maxwell Opara. First of all, before I go forward, I think we can open our lines as soon as possible so that people can start, calling in. If you want to join us live, you can use the link on the comment section and join us live to share your own opinion about this battle that just started, because, granting Dele Farotimi bail is just the beginning of the battle. He is now going to prepare for his defense. And he said something that I love so much. I have never lied against anyone. If I don't know, I will tell you that I don't know. So directly, he's telling us that what I wrote in my book, I stand by it. Everything I said is true. And I am ready to defend it before the court of law. We are going to see interesting time from January. This 2025 is going to be full of surprises. So let's see what is going to happen there. Now, what Maxwell Opara, a lot of you know this man through Nnamdi Kanu, right? Because he's one of the lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu, representing him in the court, the councils. Now, he's talking about the issue of Ikenga Imo Ugochiri. I think he's the minority. No, he's not even the minority leader, something like that, or the leader of minority caucus in the House of Rep. So Ikenga Ugochiri has been outspoken. I told you time with that number that this man, most of the things, 90% of the things he said is true, nothing but the truth. So this man has become a target. When the group of people from the South Air Force gave a press briefing that there is a plan to frame this man, there is a plan to kill him, there is a plan to assassinate him, and so on and so forth, I said, well, this could be just ordinary allegation. How can I even find out whether this is real or not? I make some calls, of which some people, they told me that it is allegedly from Wike's camp, that because of the role Ikenga Ugochiri is playing in Rivers State, talking against the impunity of Wike, talking against what is going on, how he is even supporting the release of Nnamdi Kanu and so on and so forth, that the government is not happy with him. I mean the ruling government, the APC government, that they are ready to silence this man. The first thing that came to my mind, I said, if this person, Ikenga Ugochiri, I'm not trying to be tribalistic here, sorry, but if this man is not from the Southeast, I don't think they will be planning to assassinate him, to silence him, to arrest him with DSS and so on and so forth, because all he said, all he used to say is nothing but the truth. So there is a plan to silence everybody who is against them. And that is why the likes of Nnamdi Kanu, they are holding him and they don't have plans to release the man. But the nature have another plan for them. They are holding him because they know that this man, if you leave this man, you can't stop him not to talk. That is number one. And this man don't have anything to do than to talk. Because when he speak, when he talk, everything will change alignment. So they know that this is the nature of Nnamdi Kanu. This is the nature of everything Nnamdi Kanu does. So they are afraid. If they say anybody speaking the truth, look at the other man that was Inebia Effiong, right? Yes, Inebia Effiong being this guy, that was yesterday, yes. Take a listen, what made them to arrest this man.
Nigeria youths, any police will stop you for, will harass you, will ask for your phone, man, I beat them. Yes, man, I start to beat them. If they like make it be 20 years old, if you like make the police be 85, man, I beat them, make it no fit stand up, man, If na no get, me na stone them, me na beat them. You know, go better for them. Aura for aura, strength for strength. Enough is enough. If not like they look like mumu, they don't burn any police inside this court. If they burn you, Inspector of General Police, I do it. Me na put my picture for all. Me na send that to all na police. So anywhere where they see me, call them. May they pass their boundary. I go fuck una up. No go better for una. Nigeria youth. Anywhere you see police, we harass. Me na beat them. It's time for war. Yes.
All right. There might be some derogatory statement the guy used, right? But before the court bail him on liberal terms, I think the court must look into why is this guy sounding like this? This guy is sounding out of frustration. I gave you people a story that, okay, the bag is here. I was carrying one bag in my bag along Uromi Junction in Agbo. I was on bike, someone was carrying me, okay? Then the bag, I was just hanging it here. I think I want to cover that Uromi road, that very day. I want to do some videos there. The deplorable road. There were trucks there, number of trucks there that was stuck there. So I went there to do some video. While I was coming back, imagine the healers of police, whether they are, I don't know, but they are not SACs, but they are special squad, okay, of policemen. The way they intercepted the bike that was carrying me, and the bike was trying to panic. I said, calm down. What is the problem? Say they stop you. If they stop you, you stop. There is no problem. So they started asking me, hello, what is in your bag? I said, it's laptop. It's laptop and phone and a camera. They said, why are you carrying laptop? Are you a Yahoo boy? I said, you don't stop people and ask them whether they are Yahoo boy. You don't even have right, even though you have monopoly, you don't have monopoly of violence to ask someone whether he's a Yahoo boy. They say, no, now we just want to know who are you now. We just want to know what you do. You know, there are so many fraudsters in the town. That is, I say, if there are so many fraudsters in the town, they are using network, right? Why can't you use technology, and all those things? So we started talking. We stayed about 7 minutes there. So maybe they say the way this guy is responding, this guy is not even making no go put us for trouble. That was how they entered their healers and started going. What am I trying to say? The intimidation of Nigerian police against the citizens is too much. It's too much. So just imagine, maybe as they stop me, they will just ask what is in your laptop. If it is other people, they will just be afraid. They will just be shaking. You carry your laptop, give them. They will not see anything. They will just seize it and tell you to transfer money to them. They will just tell you to transfer money for them. But if any police hold me and they say I should transfer money to them, that money, I will transfer it. And that money will need the person that has the account to do. That money will put the policemen in trouble. Not just the trouble that they will sack them, but everlasting trouble that even their family members will regret ever having them as brother or fathers or uncles. Enough is enough. So this was the statement the guy made, and he was arrested. And this human rights lawyer, Inebi F. Young, now went to bail him in Lagos Magistrates Court yesterday, and he was granted bail. Just look at the way, just holding everybody, trying to, when will this thing stop? We cannot continue like this. Never. We can't continue like this. Time with that number we have seen in the intimidation of the government, intimidation of security agencies, and so many Nigerians are yet to understand. Now, if they ask me, what is the interest that the government have against Dele Farotimi, a lot of people are just thinking that, oh, it is Afe Babalola, oh, it's Afe Babalola. And I want to tell you today that it's not only Afe Babalola. First of all, you know that people who sued him is not only Afe Babalola, right? It's not only Afe Babalola that sued him, but the government have interest in Dele Farotimi. Apart from Dele Farotimi did not support Tinubu during the election, Dele Farotimi has been a tongue hooking government on their neck, because everything he said, he's speaking the truth, and the man is going viral. People are noticing him. People are raising hand and saying, what you said is true. No. The book Dele Farotimi wrote is not a new book, okay? It's getting to months now, if not years. if not 1 year. Now, Afe Babalola, I think the attention of what Dele Farotimi wrote in the book is not new to him. But he is saying that Dele Farotimi did not stop at this book. He did not stop at the book. Dele Farotimi went on and started having broadcast interviews, started granting interview to Shehu Okibandoye. He started going to all those, and he was defending what in his book. That was what got Afe Babalola angry and said, how dare you? How would you do that? Who give you the audacity to do that? I will tell you that I am one of the senior lawyers in this country. I will tell you that I command people. I will tell you this, I will tell you that. And that is the journey we are today. But let's see what will be the outcome. But anyhow, the masses is standing with Dele Farotimi. So Dele Farotimi should not, bow down to any of these so-called political entity that has illegal power, if I may say. Dele Farotimi should not bow down. He should know that one with people is with majority. When you are with the masses, you are with the majority. Forget everything that people will tell you. Now, I want to tell you why people are against Ikenga Ugochire. Ikenga Ugochire is one of the people who will come to media to criticize the government for not releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Apart from his opposition, how he talk against Wiki, how he talk against Tinubu, and so on and so forth, I'm coming to tell you something that you might not even think about, okay? Have you seen any Southeast governor, any Southeast politician, any Southeast House of Rep, apart from the one representing Nnamdi Kanu, that is Mr. Kanu, the one representing Nnamdi Kanu in House of Rep, and Ikenga Ugochire? These are the only people who have the mind to come to be there and tell the government that you are violating the law for holding Nnamdi Kanu. What you are doing is totally bad. What you are doing is this. These are the only people who have the liver, who have the cause to say what they want to say. And that is why I said, including our politicians, they are all in bondage. They are all in bondage. So bondage has nothing to do with someone that they handcuff and put into prison. You can't speak the truth that you know. You are in bondage, you are in prison. Someone like Ikenga Ugochire, these are the men that are not in prison. These are the men that they are not afraid of what people may say. They are not afraid of anything that might happen. These people are ready to face anything that comes because they know, according to Dele Farotimi, he said it is only the truth we can use to slay this country called Nigeria. Only the truth, nothing but the truth. How many years are we going to live in falsehood? How many years are we going to live in falsehood? I was asking people questions yesterday. Do you know everything the white does, the Britain does, it has a purpose? What is the purpose of amalgamating Nigeria? If you can tell me why Nigeria was amalgamated, in fact, I will not even talk to you again, meaning you know why Nigeria can never work. Because everything, if you want to set up a business, you have a purpose of that business, which is profit. So if profiting from the business is the purpose of the business, how do you think that by looking Nigeria as a mere business, that if the Britain did not profit from Nigeria, that Nigeria is going to just continue to prosper? It will not, because that profit of prosperity is directly to the new colonies. They control you. They don't need you to do anything they want to do. I want Nigerians, I want you people to understand the kind of calamity most Africans and most Nigerians are in. I want you to understand the kind of calamity we are into. The calamity that, like Nigeria now, we are up to, let me say, 220 to 250 million people, okay? Now, do you know that France don't need you to set up military base? They don't need you to come and start mining what they are mining in Zamfara. They don't need you to come and mine in Plateau. Look at killings everywhere. They are setting insecurity up there, displace people before they will come and start mining. They don't need you to come there. Do you know only one person they need? BAT, BATS. They just need Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Once they call Tinubu, come to France, they give him the book, he signed, bam. All your destiny is just in that paper. That is why I do tell you time with that number that presidency is against the people. The presidency is against the people. The earlier we realize this, the better. Have you ever seen this country progressing? This is retrogression. Right from my childhood, I have been seeing this country retrogressing. When I was small, we used to have even so many things in our village, both borehole, community borehole that supplies water to everywhere. But now, Nigeria is on autopilot. We are on self-governance. Self-governance. It means that you have to supply yourself water. You have to supply yourself a security, a tight security for that matter. How many houses in Canada? How many houses in America? How many houses in Europe? In London, in so many parts of the world that you will build and construct a mighty fence. You put a barbed wire in the fence. You are doing all of that because of security, because there is no security, spending more money. Not only that, how many houses in Canada, in America, in Europe can build house and dig borehole? Because the government supplies water to you. All you need to do is to pay the bill. You don't have to stress yourself spending millions of dollars or thousands of dollars to be constructing borehole in America or in Canada. You don't have to do that in Europe. You don't have to do that in so many countries. Who knows what they want to do? But in Nigeria, your security, your life, your everything, even your school. If you rely on their school, you are doomed. You have to set up a kind of education system for your children that after they come back from the school, they have to still go to lecture. Do everything is on you. But the people of Nigeria, they don't want to understand. They don't want to understand. This is so pathetic, and I think it is time for us to rise up. Now, for you to understand why these people are angry with Ikenga Ugochiri, just stay with me. Let's listen to one of the broadcasts he made some time ago. That time they arrested minors. They charged minors to treason because they were protesting. They said they want to overthrow Tinubu. Minors want to overthrow Tinubu. Very yeye country. Now, Ikenga Ugochiri now come out to make a broadcast where he said, yes, that the government must release those children, and as the government is releasing those children, that the government should also release Nnamdi Kanu. That caught the attention of the federal government, and ever since then, they have been planning to take this man out. But you can't hide the truth. I think what this man said in the broadcast is nothing but the truth. Take a listen.
Even as bad as Boko Haram issue that has to do with somebody waking up because of whatever belief, killing people, beheading people, there's a heinous crime, bigger than even treason. But still, government went on negotiations at different times. Government went on rehabilitation. Imagine rehabilitating a murderer that enjoys beheading. But government still was doing it because government wants lasting and sustainable solution. Now, issues that were, triggered by injustice and unfair treatment and exclusion and so on and so forth leads to this agitation in the East. Up till now, federal government has not sit down on the table to discuss with Southeast leaders and Southeast youth. This even goes a long way to show that they don't care about what happens to the East. They don't care about us. They don't care whether we'll survive. They don't care whether we are dying or whether we're killing ourselves. In a country that today, whether you like it or not, we are the biggest investors outside our region. How many of the regions have massive investment in other regions? That means the Igbo man is one that even believes in the sustainability of the Nigerian project. That is why he can invest in a zone or a land where he does not come from. So, but just ordinarily sit down and let's find a solution. Because the root cause is also rooted to these issues of exclusion. Injustice that have spanned for decades. And the more you are alienated, the more you tell the ones that are growing that you are not wanted. And that's why you see the result to all these crises that have brought instability. Now, instead of finding a way to calm nerves and restore it, you go about showing them, I don't care about you. So I'm using this as I'm commending the president for freeing discontinuing the treason charges against those kids. We're also begging him that exercise the same constitutional provision under section 174 thereabout, and let the Attorney General issue a knowledge and discontinue the trial of matters, and especially at the time that the judicial system has made conclusive pronouncement at different times, federal high court, different court, that this trial has no legal basis. At least in these cases there have been final pronouncement, but you're still fighting and must prove that he's guilty. That means hate. That means you hate the tribe. Because there's judgments of court that have said, release him. The invasion of his house was an attempt to assassinate and kill him. Everybody saw the day the people invaded. There was no cause for that. And the people were beheaded and killed and massacred in tens. And the man ran for his life. And he did not run away or jump there. He invaded somebody's house. Just like the time those murderers from my area, in the name of politics, invaded to attempt to behead me and killed some of my family members. Didn't we flee? At the end of the day, when we were able to survive, are we going to, even if I was on bail, I should keep the head so that they can cut it off like ancient Greece. So the man have to run to survive. And then the extraordinary rendition is unknown to our law. It was a clear case of kidnap and abduction, which the court have also declared as illegal. So ab initio, there's even no trial. So why is Nnamdi still in detention? Because he's an Igbo man. That's why you have the same, another traditional ruler that is kept in Lagos prison, that the Lagos state government is trying. Because he said, if you don't stop attacking our businesses, if you don't stop killing our people, we are going to bring help to defend our place. Instead of you dealing with the hate that your people are projecting there in Lagos, that is leading to killing of our people, burning of our businesses, because we are exercising our constitutional right to either vote or choose leaders. You went after the traditional ruler who spoke in defense of their people, because they're an Igbo person. Other people in that same Lagos, both the traditional ruler has called for genocide against our people. None of them were charged. But he now said that if you don't stop burning this market that Igbo people are trading, if you don't stop throwing us into lagoon, if you don't stop attacking our people, that I will invite the ESN to come and defend the people in Lagos. That's what he said. And then all of a sudden, they dump him in court. They are prosecuting him, and they have dumped him in Kirikiri. That our traditional ruler is still in Kirikiri for almost 3 years now or more. They're not ready to prosecute him. Sowore left him there. Because an Igbo man. So if we want to be one Nigeria, we should be honest and stop being stupid about the lies. In Igbo, they say, when you do the way you're doing this other child, they will be happy. Are you doing us the same? You're not doing us the same way. Do we want to build a country, a nation, or are we running a geographical expression like Awolowo also said? If we want to build a nation, that even though the tongues and religion may differ, but in brotherhood we can still stand, then you have to behave like a family, like a brother. You resolve the Igbo issue. Don't pretend like you don't know it's existing. You will not have stability. Let us see ourselves as one honestly and root it on that principle of justice, equity, and fairness. If you know what if they do to you, not like, why are you doing it to an Igbo person? So it's on that ground that I'm asking the president that is long overdue. It's time to respect those judgments of the court and stop this judicial. The court freed him. You went again. You fight another. No, it's not necessary. We're looking for peace and stability. 70% of our people today will take Mr. President seriously when he talks about building a nation, uniting our people, bringing us together, making us to believe that he's about to renew hope, which includes justice. You have to renew my faith in the justice system, in the equity system, in the fairness system. That our people, 70% of our people believe that if President wants us to take him serious, he should first of all release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and find a way to go to the table to find a permanent political solution to the challenges facing our people. Then we can take him serious. That's the way our people feel. Any of the Igbo leaders can come to Abuja and be lying to him. those ones I call outlaws. They can be saying all sorts of nonsense, but down there in our place, they want this issue resolved so that our people can now pick up what is left of their lives and move on. Because this issue is causing instability in our place. Farming activities is zero. Businesses are going down. Most people are no longer returning back. So resolving it starts with, okay, political solution, we'll give him bail. Then we'll go to the table and look at the issue. There's issues that led to those agitation. Those issues have been with us since 1960. Democratically, that's now also with so much hypocrisy and incompetency and so on and so forth. They were now flashing it in our face like we don't belong. It's not about Nnamdi Kanu. Even if you take out Nnamdi today, the other generation that is coming are also having the same feeling rooted in their heart. You see, have another person rise up. So finding a solution to them, a permanent solution should be the concern of every genuine leader. Because for how long are you going to keep treating people like that and expect them to believe? In this era of technological advancements, social media and everything, information moves so fast. So it's not the way you can hide information. People have opinions based on your actions. And coming from somebody who has fought the Deco days, democracy, inclusion, and so on and so forth, I'm just surprised that we're still having this conversation 1 year or going to 2 years in office. Just because of Abiola's election that was robbed. They floated the Deco, they fought. Some of them were charged for treason. There was bomb blast that time, remember? Even though there was accusation whether it was Abacha that was throwing the bomb or it was in the Deco people, Tinubu were throwing it. There were the same transmitter now they kind of was using. Fire me them and Tinubu, we had their own transmitter, radio Kudra, radio this. They were transmitting into the airways. Because they said they wanted the mandate to be restored. Now these people are asking for justice, equity, and fairness. The same thing. So what to do? The Nedeko issue and the bill issue was resolved by compensating them with allowing them to run for the presidency by almost all the key stakeholders. Since that time, they have ruled almost 2 times now. But nobody cares about our own people. So how do you think the young people are feeling down there? They feel disconnected. They feel angry. In a country that they are working so hard for. All they are asking is for justice, equity, and fairness. That all this selective application of democracy, selective application of the justice system, selective application of political opportunities, selective application of the electoral, everything that has to do with the East, the method is different. Even the way you mount roadblock in the East, like is an Afghanistan that America just left from. Even as bad as...
All right, I think that is all we can take from the broadcast of Ugochire that triggers so many APC cabals to start looking into the guy. Who is this guy? What is he up to? Who is this guy? What is he up to? Anytime we can want to hijack the Port Harcourt, Ugochire will always come in defense. Who is this man? Let us assassinate him. Let us kill him. There is a very serious threat, a very serious plot to take this man away. So he should be very, very careful, but he must not stop speaking the truth. He must not join them because they are threatening him. A lot of people in Nigeria, when they start speaking the truth like this, once they start threatening them, they will join APC. APC is like a heaven for them. By the way, APC and PDP, all of them are the same today. We cannot continue like this. There is no nation that survive or succeed in this way. It is not going to happen. So that is why I am saying that the fight for justice against this Nigeria continues. It continues because the injustice cannot continue in this way. The injustice is too much. The injustice is the killing is too much. They kill people. They do all sort of things. Anyway, just let us know what you think about this by giving us a call, or you join us live with there is a pin link there in the comment section. You can use it to join us live, and our lines are open. You can call us through WhatsApp call and tell us what do you think about the incarceration of Dele Farotimi. What do you think about the plot and assassination of Ugochire because he is speaking forth, because he is just trying to say the truth. Nigeria is only country that you dare not say the truth. Once you want to start speaking the truth, you become an enemy. You become an enemy. They can't use the police are lawless, the judiciary are lawless, everything. Law does not work. But the question is, how long shall we continue to pretend? We can't continue to pretend. I am not saying that once they divide Nigeria that everything will be okay, but it will be far better. You know why? It is very easy to handle your own battle. Nigeria is too heterogeneous to handle battle because the North doesn't understand how the South feel. The South don't understand how the East feel. The West, the same thing. Everybody is just on his own. Battle of conquer. That is what we are seeing in Nigeria. Battle of conquer. Who will be in the presidency more? Who will have the power more? Who will have the more dominated religion? Let us pray Sharia to the Atlantic Ocean. Let us dip the Quran into the sea. Let us do this. Let us do this. Is this the life you people want to live for your children? Absolutely no. Anyway, give me a call and let me know what to think about
The thing I
this.
need all of you to know is this. I am not unmindful of the sacrifices that you have made to be here today. May the grace of God find and locate you wherever you are. It is not ever an easy journey when you are fighting evil.
Yes.
But some years back, before I
Yes, it is not an easy journey when you are fighting the evil. This is the point that a lot of people fail to understand. It is not an easy journey when you are fighting evil. So don't think that, this injustice in Nigeria, how can we start? If you start now, they will arrest you. No need, let us give up. No. If you give up, it will be worse, not just for you, but for your children. So there is no option than to stand tall. There is no other option than to raise our head high and stand against the injustice that is meted against
The thing I need
our
all of you to know is this. I am not unmindful of the sacrifices that you have made to be here today. May the grace of God find and locate you wherever you are. It is not ever an easy journey when you are fighting evil.
Yes.
But some years back, before I started this work, God told me very clearly, and I heard it very clearly. He says, once have I spoken, once has this spoken, twice have I heard. He says, the truth is enough. It is the only weapon by which you can slay the monster called Nigeria. The truth, nothing else. In my public advocacy, in my fight and my wars against this evil empire that we all live in, I have never lied against anyone. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know. Yes.
Thousands of people wanna see me. Billions of waiting for the message. Billions are dying for the message. I am going round the world, spreading the message. I'm going round the world, spreading the word. Don't try, don't try.
I need all of you to know is this. I am not.
All right. A lot of people have been asking about the details of, the Dele Farotimi's release. They want to know what are the terms, how he was released, and so on and so forth. So let's just go through this article. Let me read out to you what the Shara reporters reported. Shara reporters says that breaking, the Nigerian lawyer Dele Farotimi incarcerated over alleged defamation finally leaves Ekiti prison after perfecting bail. Okay, now this is the article. It reads that human rights lawyer Dele Farotimi has finally been released from Ekiti Custodial Center, where he had been incarcerated for weeks over alleged defamation. Farotimi was arrested following a petition by lawyer Chief Afe Babandona, senior advocate of Nigeria, alleging defamation. However, Shara reporters learned on Tuesday morning that Farotimi had finally been released after perfecting his bail condition. Shara reporters reported on Sunday that despite being granted bail by both the Federal High Court in Ado-Ekiti, Ekiti State, on cybercrime charges brought by the Nigerian Police Force, and a magistrate court in Ado-Ekiti on criminal defamation charges, Farotimi remain in detention at the Ado-Ekiti Correctional Center. Sources told Shara reporters that though Justice Babs O. Kwewumi of the Federal High Court in Ekiti granted the Farotimi bail application on December 9, 2024, his release had been delayed due to bureaucratic hurdles. The court needed to verify documents submitted by the sureties with banks and government agencies, which was only completed last Friday. However, the judge has yet to sign off these documents, preventing the prison authorities from releasing Farotimi, one of the sources said on Sunday. So, the reason why Dele Farotimi was not released before today, you know, is getting to 1 week they granted him bail, okay? Then the conditions have to be met. Then Shara reporters is saying that these conditions, even though they have been met, that the court has to verify. For example, maybe you are bringing a bail bond of 30 million, you are bringing a bail bond of 50 million. They now go and verify whether what you submitted to the court is truly reflected in the bank and so on and so forth. Or if you are the owner of the plot of land, we see of all that you brought for the surety. So that was the reason why everything delayed before now. But mark it on the wall, Dele Farotimi will win this case. Yes, we understand that Nigeria, there is a criminal justice system in Nigeria. We understand everything that has been going on. We understand that a senator came on the Senate floor telling the whole world that his wife was the president of APICO, that he uses his wife to grant favor to his colleague who failed election in appeal. And his wife always grant him favor anytime he encroached her. This was exact thing he said on the Senate floor. And the world was watching. So what Dele Farotimi wrote, I took time. This book, I read it 3 times. 3 consecutive times. You know why I read it 3 times? Because I really want to know everything that Dele Farotimi wrote. Not the context. The context is all about the criminal justice system, of which we know. We know everything about the criminal justice system. But who and who that was responsible in corrupting the Supreme Court? That was the bone of contention where we all started developing interest. So I think Dele Farotimi is fighting a great battle. Yeah, he's fighting a great battle. He said that fighting evil is not easy. And I agree with him. Fighting evil. If you think fighting evil is easy, evil rules the world. Evil rules the world. They rules the police. They rules the military. They rules everywhere in your community, in the presidency. Evil rules in our world today. So for you to come out and say the truth must prevail, meaning you are already ready for battle. So if you are not battle ready, don't even dare to come out and say, oh, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. Afe Babandona, I think Afe Babandona supposed not to do this. He will regret what he did. He's supposed not to do this because we all know everything that transpired. Look at the classified document from the US which shows that Afe Babalola, that Obasanjo gave him $200 and something thousand for each judge to rig election. Everything is there. So, well, just as I said before, they're going to be interesting time ahead, because Afe Babalola, he knew that if Dele Farotimi is bailed, there is all tendency that he can defend what he wrote. So they never wanted this man to be bailed. The judge will come, the judge will receive a phone call in the court premises. A judge sitting, a magistrate sitting on a case, received a call. According to the ethics of the judges, I'm not a lawyer, okay? I'm not a lawyer. According to the ethics of the judges, a judge, once you are ruling, you don't see, you don't hear. That is why when you see the status of judiciary, they will like fold the person, both the ear. You don't listen, you don't hear. But a judge, a magistrate court on Dele Farotimi's case, the person received a call. Hello, who is calling? Should I leave the man or should I detain him? And after that, he told them that he forgot the document, the file of Dele Farotimi at home. But thank God that Nigerians were interested. While he was doing that, someone like Sowore was mobilizing for protest. Someone like P2B was, telling them, okay, no problem, I will give you the money you want for as a shorty for him. So people, they saw that, oh, this man has attracted people. The whole Nigeria is ranging. People who supported Afe Babalola are supporting him, saying that Dele Farotimi must prove. He will prove it. Dele Farotimi must prove. Is this allegation? If it is allegation, why can't Afe Babalola sue the US for their classified document that he took bribe from Obasanjo to bribe lawyers? If Nigeria is a sensible country, why can't we ask questions? If Nigeria is a sensible country, why can't they arrest that man? Obasanjo is still alive. Obasanjo is not dead. Maybe Babalola will come out and say, no, Obasanjo did not give me any money. Oh, the US classified document is full of falsehood. Why can't Afe Babalola kept mute? He did not speak. I challenge him to speak about the US classified document, how he took almost $1.2 million. $1.2 million, 7 judges, 250 into 7. This is getting to 1.2 something million. He took it from Obasanjo and gave it to the judges to rig election. I read it in that US classified book. Afe Babalola should come out and defend it. We'll have interesting time ahead. The time that we have never seen, we are going to see it. So this is the issue at hand. And a lot of people are having mixed reactions, okay? Some people are saying Dele Farotimi shouldn't have, write what he wrote, because anything you write on paper is forever will be on the internet. Who cares? I am after one thing. What he wrote, is it true or false? Period. Is it true or false? If it is true, then why are you saying he's not supposed to write that? If he didn't write it, who is going to write it? So I am not interested if someone said, oh, what Dele Farotimi wrote, oh, it's too sophisticated. He just says, because if you carry this book, for some of you who have gone through the book, once you open it, boom. Dele Farotimi was too sophisticated. Everything he was saying was just direct. If you open just the introduction or preface, he will go straight to a judge and mention his name. So person on so day. Look at what he did, look at what he did, look at what he did. On the preface, he just hit Afe Babalola. If you just open, no wonder the man is angry. I don't think Afe Babalola is angry because of what Dele Farotimi said. But the way Farotimi said it, I think that is why the man is angry. Because anytime you come out, once you come out in the, what is it called? In the forward, that is the first page, something like this. Once you come out, the first thing you see is the second paragraph. You see, it is my contention regarding this case that Ara Afebabanora corrupted the Supreme Court to procure a fraudulent judgment in the service of his client. That is not, I don't think you will see it. That is number one there. If you are Ara Afebabanora, you will still be angry. Well, Babalonda shot himself by taking this case to court. Now, see, the second one, he indicted a law firm. The third one, he indicted another law firm. See, the man was not, Dele Farotimi was not afraid. He was just sitting neat. If you don't like the truth, hang yourself. If you don't like the truth, hang yourself. That was the stance of Dele Farotimi. If you don't like the truth, hang yourself. He don't care. I don't care. So, a lot of things has been actually going on, but I think him granting, him going home today after the bail has been granted, our joy is completed. The reason why our joy is completed is not because the case is finished, okay? This case will start January, so the case have not even started. But we believe in everything he wrote. Because if they said, I personally should come and prove what Dele Farotimi said, I will have little proof to bring up, talk less of him that wrote it. He's a lawyer. He stood the case. Afebabanora was having a client. Dele Farotimi was having a client. So both of them went to Supreme Court for a case. And the case was obvious to the law that Dele Farotimi clients are supposed to win. So what transpired again when judicial coup happened? Dele Farotimi did not forgive him. He wrote it in this book. So there are so many things in Nigeria that we are not going to sweep under the carpet, and that has been happening. And what have been happening? So many people share their story with me. They share their story, what transpired, how, they took them to court, and so on and so forth. Now, let me tell you a story. Sorry for a little digress. How many of you remember that there was a boy that stole ordinary fowl, and they sentenced him to death? How many of you remember? Is it Osun State? Yes, it's Osun State, where the Davido's uncle, Adeleke, Governor Adeleke, now swing into action and pardon the boy. So, how many of you remember that just a foul, they sentenced a boy to death? Now, the boy comes out and he came out and he gave his own story, his own part of the story. And what was the story? Listen to me, Nigerians. Nigerian police demanded 30,000 naira. I hope you are listening. Nigerian police demanded 30,000 naira bribe from the boy. The boy refused. And that was how Nigerian police wrote a lot of evil things against the boy, and they charged him to court with evil statement they wrote against the boy without even giving him someone to defend him. And I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't want to use derogatory words. The judge who sat on that judgment did not even look. What did this boy do? He stole fowl? Did he keep person in the process of stealing the fowl? No. What did the boy do? The boy did absolutely nothing wrong like that to the law. If the boy should be sentenced, I don't think his sentence should pass 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's a foul. But if the guy is hungry, I'm not supporting crime. I am against it. But if the boy is hungry, he stole the fowl. So if the judge is too strict, he should they should give him like 6 months. Okay? If I am a judge, you stole the fowl. What are you doing 6 months in prison? I'll ask you to go and pay for the fowl. Finish. You go and pay for the fowl. Finish. After paying for the fowl, maybe the fowl supposed to be 10,000. I will ask you to pay damages. Give the man 100,000. That is the perfect judgment. You still need, you have to pay ×3 of it. But the judge sentenced the boy to death. Nigeria. Oh God. So if I am looking at some people and looking at what is going on, I laugh. Because a lot of people don't still understand the evil in this country. That anyone who wants to speak the truth must die. They will kill you. You can't do anything. But you know what? the truth must prevail. Even though the truth lasts for so many thousands of years, even though nobody is interested, even though, you know, the road to lies, a lot of people like to enter it. If you see, even as APC, as bad as evil this government is, a lot of people are still on their bandwagon. And what baffles me is that they don't question. That is the problem. Why me joining active politics is an issue. It's a problem because I cannot stand and not question. They will sack me. Even though maybe a governor come out and say, oh, Kocha, can you be my media aide? 2 weeks, you will sack me. You will sack me because I cannot see what is not going well. And I will tell you, whatever. Maybe I will go and monitor one project. I see how they are doing it with substandard. Because I am an aide to the government doing the project. I will not tell the people that the road they are tying is a bad road. I can't hide it. But this is the work of people that we employ as a media aid to cover everything, to praise them. The world is not only about praising evil. Everything is all about justice. So the justice is what the world lacks today, including Nigeria. Nigeria lacks justice system because if not, I don't see why someone like Nnamdi Kanu should be in detention. What is he doing there? What is he doing in detention? He has no business being in detention. They are afraid of him. Nnamdi Kanu is bigger than every politician in the Southeast. Nnamdi Kanu is bigger than every governor in the Southeast, both past and present. He commands crowd more than every other person. Someone who will not spend 1 naira but can mobilize 3 million people, the person does not exist. Maybe Michael Jackson could do that when Michael Jackson was alive. He could do that. But before, without you spending 1 naira, you're able to mobilize up to 3 million people. Don't play with such person. There is a purpose why people love that kind of person, okay? There is a purpose. So let us not, support evil. Let us support people like Dele Farotimi. Support people like Ikenga Imogochire. Support people like Nnamdi Kanu. Support people who stand for the truth. Support people who stand for the truth, because tomorrow, it might not be your turn today, but tomorrow, it might be your turn. The evil that be today, they call them Kaba. You can't do anything. They are always there, waiting for you, waiting for your action. You speak the truth, go and pick up that boy. Don't ask him to speak. And it's not, hey, go and pick up the thing. Now, the Nigerian police force is now standing and saying, no. Nobody should curse anybody online. If you curse anybody online, they put you in prison. If you curse anybody online, you can stay there for 2 years. But if you steal people's destiny, if you do substandard hospital, they will clap for you. Police will guide you. If you steal like 2 billion, 3 billion, 120 billion like Yaya Bello, they will clap for you. You are a big boy. You are a good man. That is it. And everybody now want to steal and bribe and protect themselves. Everybody want to be a bad person. If you become a mob, have bad boys, politicians will start respecting you. They will be giving you cash. They will be giving you everything. Who do I blame? They have made sure that people will be hungry so that the people will not reason well. Any hungry man, any man that is hungry cannot reason well. They can't reason well because you are hungry. I was talking about the issue of Sharia, that in the constitution, they say Sharia should be in the 12 northern states. That what is Sharia code doing in Oyo State? Down. I was saying something like that, but someone who have not eaten, who is dying because the person want to carry rice, stampede, people die. Is it those people that we have brain to think about law? They will say, what concerns me with law? Nothing concerns me. That is what they are going to say. Nothing concerns me with law. They will just wash their hands and leave there. But is that what we are supposed to be doing? Without you asking question, why are we hungry? The reason why we are hungry today, people are not asking questions. Politicians, philanthropists are using what is going on to catch fame. It is fame today. Oh. If you just have small money, have 5 million, just buy rice, go to your village, do video while you are sharing rice, people are turning it to fame. Without them asking one question, why are people hungry? If people are not hungry, you can dash people rice, okay? You can still share rice, but nobody will come out, no crowd will come out because of hunger. Say they are looking for rice. Even though you are sharing rice in my community today, it's a good thing. For example, meal, but I will not go there. So if everybody is like me, that rice, you will not share it. You will not share the rice, not because they have money, but they are not hungry like that. So what I'm trying to say is that it is important we stop what is making people not to feed themselves. People are not going to the farm. The Bororo Fundani terrorists, including my village, everywhere, they are there. They are there killing people, dead bodies in the bush. You can't go and harvest your crop. These are the main issues. We like to deceive ourselves. We don't like to tell ourselves the truth. These are the issues. You doing palliative if you are government officials. And I'm not talking about individuals who are giving me God bless them. But if you are a politician, you are giving them rights. You have never bring vigilantes together to secure their bushes. You are not interested in their security, but you are interested in giving them rights because they are not going to farm again. You are evil. Shame to all politicians who are sharing rights, forgetting that the reason why people are collecting rights is because they can't go to farm. It's not because of inflation. People who are in the rural areas, they don't mind if there is inflation or not before, because they go to their bushes, they cultivate land. They do everything that they want to do. They eat their food. They do okra, melon, yam, cassava, rice, millet, granite, everything, mention of few. They virtually everything. But now they can't do that again because the security is not there. The primary responsibility of the every government is supposed to be the protection of lives and property. But no, they can't do that. Who do I blame, self? I blame our people. Because you people don't reason. Any politician, maybe your house of friends, ask question now, Oga, why you not fighting security? Maybe we'll go back to bush. Let us go and farm. The rice they will give you today, January, the rice is finished. Till next year, December. If you go to farm, they'll kidnap you. Look at the federal government. No, the National Bureau of Statistics, yes. The National Bureau of Statistics said that we paid 2.2 trillion naira. Listen to me, not billion. 2.2 trillion to bandits. 2.2 trillion to bandits. That is what we pay to kidnappers. In 1 year under Tinubu. And you think everything is normal? The whole rice these people share, how much is the rice? Is it up to 1 billion? It's not up to 1 billion. For these people pay 2.2 billion. If they kidnap someone, they pay 6 million, 10 million. And people are not interested. They don't want to say the truth. Anytime politician is coming, you see people tying wrapper, napping for them. Oh my goodness. This is not just a jungle. Nigeria, I don't know adjective to quantify the way we are. And anybody who thinks this country is going to get better is deceiving him or herself. It's not going to get better. If someone like Tinubu comes out to tell you that if he fights insecurity, they will kill him, know that this country is not going to get better. This country is not going to get better. And the question should be, who is that will kill Tinubu? Who is that will kill him? He said, if I fight insecurity, they will kill me. Who is that? According to Dumeje, who you? Who born you? Who you? So who is that person that will kill Tinubu? Nigerians, start asking questions. Maybe you are in Abuja, you are in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Asaba, inside city now. You might not be understanding. These people, once they finish capturing the villages, wait for them in the town, and you have nowhere to run to. You have nowhere to run to when this thing will start. So, support those who are fighting. Support someone like Dele Farotimi. Support someone like Nnamdi Kanu, those who speaks the truth. They tell you the truth. Forget about people who are lying to you. Many people now have started talking about 2027. If anybody is telling you about 2027, ask question, what happened to 2023? What happened to 2023? You that is talking about 2027, what happened in 2023? They can't be deceiving you every time. Start it now so that your children will know where you stop. If our fathers, maybe after the war, they started telling their children the truth, maybe before now, this country will not be one. I am not saying this because my people are better. I want you to understand where I stand. I want you to understand my concept. If Nigeria divides today, I am not saying my people are better. I am not saying the Hausas are better. I'm not saying the Yorubas are better. But when you have a problem in your family, you know how to resolve it among your people. It is easier to solve a problem with not too much heterogeneous culture in a country. Because in Nigeria here, we have too much problem. Where are you going to start? The problem of the North is different from the problem of the South. The problem of the South is different from the problem of the West. So if this country is divided, everybody will go and solve their problem. I am not saying that any region is too holy than other. No. There are political criminals in every region in Nigeria, including the Igbos, the Hausas, the Yorubas. There are political jargons among them all. There are kidnappers among them all. But you know what? The greatest thing is in imposing your belief on people. There are some people who believe that their religions must conquer Nigeria. There are some people who believe that no matter what you do, that Sharia, you must bow down to it in some day. Obasanjo mortgaged his presidency. He is the one that allowed Sharia to enter Nigeria constitution. Obasanjo did that. Obasanjo did that. Obasanjo knew Nigeria is a secular state. Why did he do that? Why did he allow people? Why did he allow people to put their own religion into Nigerian constitution? It's so pathetic. This is nothing to write about. It's nothing to write about. So let us bring people who are joining us on the stream, and you can start giving us a call before we call it a day. All right, this our brother here, I don't really know your name. This is just Africa, but thanks for joining us anyway. Tell us your name and where you are joining us from. All right, Africa Pekin.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good afternoon to you and good afternoon to all great Biafrans.
All right. I believe you have I believe you have joined us before now, and we are talking about the issue of injustice in Nigeria. Look at what just happened to Dele Farotimi, and thank God he's going home now. He has been released. Look at the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. He's still in detention. Look at Ugochire. They are now planning to kill him, to assassinate him. A lot of people have been giving speech and so on and so forth because the man stands for the truth. So, what do you think that ordinary man should do?
It's a very nice and funny question, you know, because we already know the answer. There's nothing an ordinary man can do.
You think there is nothing an ordinary man can do?
No, there's nothing we can do. You see, the situation we are in that country, we are doomed and we are finished. Because
there must be a way out.
No.
There must be a way out. There must.
The only way out, I know because channel, I cannot be using some kind of words, but let me signify by saying the only way out is by using Samuel Ekpan's pattern. Do you understand it? And many people are not accepting that pattern, though many of us know that
because
if you want to do it individually, it is not possible. Because everyone will say we don't have classes of people. Like when you look at it from the economical angle, like we have the first class and the middle class and the lower class or whatever it's called. But right now in Nigeria, we don't have the middle class. We only have the first class and the last class. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to put it, the last class. Okay. So if you are playing anything, like for example, like what you said just now, that's why I actually came into the program. I listened to you yesterday. I was so tired. I wanted to join you guys, but I was really tired. I couldn't, join you guys because where I'm staying here is very cold, So I just have to it is better listening to you guys. You understand? With what is happening in that country today, bros, there is nothing we can do. The highest the Nigerian youth would have done, and that will explain it better, is the NSAS. Since the failure of that NSAS, I don't think the youth will have that opportunity to organize themselves to that capacity again. I never think so, because that one really frustrated the government to the extent that they have to apply their last solution, which is by using force. That's why I told you the first time that except we use Samuel Ekpa's pattern like them, then we can never succeed. Because the reason why is the chief of staff coming on air to shout about Samuel Ekpa? Because they are feeling the effect. But if you come out with Nigerian flag, they'll just bring you down. I don't know if you understand me. So there's nothing you can do.
What about speaking the truth? That hurts.
No.
Let me give you an example. I know that the reason why they arrested Dele Farotimi is because he's hitting them hard than someone who is using gun. I know that the reason why they arrested Nnamdi Kanu because they were feeling hit more than someone who is using gun against them.
Yes, if you look at the reason they arrested Nnamdi Kanu, if you want to compare the case of Nnamdi Kanu and Dele Farotimi, they are similar. But the gravity of Nnamdi Kanu case is more, because Nnamdi Kanu case is more educative.
It's a section.
Because it is oral. But you have to go and buy Dele's book to know what is inside the book. You understand me? So Nnamdi Kanu is more, it's like I would call him a better teacher. So his message is more powerful and more sinking. You understand me?
No.
So
yes,
let me try to make that point of speaking the truth. So if Nnamdi Kanu is in the cage, after the court have passed their judgment to free him, and he still kept it today, then you should know that truth cannot set us free.
Okay.
Because you look at Nnamdi Kanu case and look at the Dele Farotimi case. Dele Farotimi case is like a younger brother to Nnamdi Kanu's case. So if Nnamdi Kanu cannot get out of that place, even after court has set him free, then you should know that these guys are up to something.
Okay. Presently, this man, Ikenga Ugochire, I think from Imo State House of Rep, they have been a threat.
When he came back from prison and he gave another speech and so on, what he saw in prison and so on.
Yeah, they have been a threat to his life. A lot of lawyers are raising an alarm, a lot of groups are raising an alarm that they want to kill him, they want to assassinate him, or frame him and put him in prison. And when you look at the man, sorry,
I'm trying to come in very fast because I already know what you're trying to say. The solution to this problem. The solution to our problem is unity. If you ask me, this same thing that you are talking about, I think I may not be 100% correct. I think he was partially supporting Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
Why Nnamdi Kanu was outside, but when Nnamdi Kanu was inside, the support now increased, which most of them did, because while he was outside, many of them didn't support him, but today he's the righteous man. You understand? Okay, now let's look at Samuel Ekpa's case. On his own case too, he's not fully supporting Samuel Ekpa because he doesn't like the pattern, the violence pattern he's applying.
Yeah.
Like what I told you before, I've come to check it. The only way out is for us to match them bomber by bomber. If you are holding a stick, we also hold the stick to fight back. If you have a knife, we also need a knife. If we're a longer knife, if you have your cutlass, we also need our own cutlass. I don't know if you understand me. So if you are using weapon, you also need the same weapon. That is the only way.
All
okay,
right.
now look
Now,
look
are you saying this? Let me ask you this question so that you will use it in your analysis. Are you saying this because those who are carrying flag, they are killing them, but Boko Haram's herdsmen, terrorists who are carrying weapons, they are negotiating with them, putting them in military, rehabilitating them?
You see nothing, bros. If we continue, that's why you see we have many media representatives, as many as they are. Do you know why many of them comes and fade away? Because why? They always go around that circle. Okay, let me tell you now. Look at when Samuel Ekpa was not having issues with the Finland government. Look at the reaction and the interest, the level of interest that was shown to the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And look at since Samuel Ekpa has been in the picture.
Yeah.
Can you sense the level of interest towards that direction? Is it low?
Nobody is even talking about it again.
You understand me? Because why? Samuel Ekpa was the only one that was motivating everything. This other boy, musician, that was having problem with the other musician. I've forgotten his name. Dalitin something. I think his name is Dalitin. Yeah. You know, the first time he was arrested, Samuel Ekpa reacted and he was released immediately. But now that Samuel Ekpa is out of the picture, I think they have taken him back. Look at the Imo State musician. I don't know if it's Imo State, if I'm mistaken, or Enugu. I don't know where it took. The musician they shot.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabi, I forgot that traditional musician, that nice musician. You know, the guy they shot. They said the straight bullet. Okay, you saw the very day that thing happened. The youth came out to protest. Was anybody shot? But today, can they try today and protest like they did that very day?
They can't.
Okay, let me tell you our problem. The solution to our problem is unity. That is why I use Ugo Chinyere and Nnamdi Kanu. So if Ugo Chinyere knew that something like this would happen to him, I think he would have supported Nnamdi Kanu 100%. But now that it's happening to him, it's now that he now understood the real thing those people are talking about. You know what? It's like, you know, the problem of Nigeria is like, if you want to understand Nigeria very well, that's why you see most of us in the diaspora, we talk more about Nigeria because it's like a football pitch. When you are watching the football from in the stadium, if you are in the stadium, you are watching the football. You understand? It is easy for you to find out errors. This player is supposed to score that ball. See that guy is supposed to hit that ball. Why not? You know that kind of thing. You think it's easy, but if you are in the field of play, you understand the difference. You understand me? So that's why it is easy for us to see the things from where we are here. Because one, for the people to be free, they need to have this orientation of what is happening. So when you tell somebody in the village, you are telling somebody in the village that he needs to live a good life. You are just saying it. He doesn't understand what you mean by living a good life. He thinks that living a good life is in the morning, there's food at the table, like our Nigerian style. You eat finish, you take one bottle of beer or 2 bottles of beer, you relax. Now you say, maybe not big, but I don't enjoy it today. He thinks that is the kind of level you are talking about. Because what you have not seen, you can never have experience or idea on how it exists. If you have never been to abroad, the picture they will be painting to you in Africa will be different. You think abroad is just about maybe government do road, government pull lights. You understand? But when you stay in abroad, you now come to understand that there are many things that makes it that is making them to call it abroad. Why they say we are third world country, you now start to know the difference. Why? Because our people say their level of reasoning is different. Like let's use this rice for example. This rice they shared and a lot of people died and so on. If it is in abroad, it can never have been that way because people will get themselves more opportunities. They will never drag to. You understand me? Even if in abroad, yes, some people can even get that one bag and share with their neighbors. You understand me? Okay. And that is the reason why I actually, coming to the program. Because the thing has been boiling me since day before yesterday. Because I try to think, what do you think is the solution to this problem why people are dying? And that's where I think the media, this time we have to be specific by putting the hammer on the nail. The problem those people faced that very day is not a government problem.
Okay.
It is not a government problem. I can never blame the government for that. I saw, I think one of the Muslim man was coming to talk nonsense about the hardship in the country. It is time we should be telling them to their face that the Fulanis are the reason why Nigerians are hungry. It is time to be putting it plain and not say 10 people died in Abuja, 30 people died in Enugu, 50 people died in Ibadan. So no. Why are these people dying? I remember when I was a kid. When I was a kid, as small as our compound is, because our compound is a kind of concrete. Inside the compound is concrete. We have some little part where we have a flower bed. Some part of the compound where you can find little sand. You understand, where they planted flower. You know, when you get to a house the first time, they plant this flower and whatever. After maybe some years, you see the flowers dying off. After maybe like 7 years, 8 years and more, you understand? You see those first flowers dying off. Did you know that as a kid, as I was then, with the little lectures we are getting from school, when we come back home, even from the tomatoes our parents will wash, the water from the seed of tomato, we as kids will still pick them and go and plant them in that little flower bed we have in the compound. We see us to plant tomatoes. Sometimes we plant some crops, it will not germinate. They'll tell you, no, this one you cannot plant it here. They have to grow it from the north. And you understand? You start to understand how these crops then grow. You understand me? Okay. Look at like I heard they said about one man lost 4 of his children in Ibadan stampede. You know, I said, man, wow. You see why I now say when I was a kid, maybe those children, if they have the access to go to the farm, maybe those children will know how to plant 1 or 2 things, and they will not even think of going to that place. Among those people that are there, if those people have access to the farm, that the Fulanis are not chasing them away from the farm, I don't think we have that number of casualties there, and we have that number of people present there.
Who is sponsoring the Fulanis?
Thank you. That is the
problem.
Bro, let me tell you, this solution you are talking about, I've been thinking of how to get solution in Nigeria, but I come to realize that there's one thing that is working in Nigeria, but Nigerians don't know that it's working. That is their voice.
Okay.
It's working, but they don't know, because you know this, our Nigerian government, they have a way of playing things down. You know why I say there's a voice that is working, but the people don't know that it's working? You remember when they wanted to pass the bill of this same social media, whatever bill? Yeah. And the people stood up against it, and the bill was not passed.
Yeah.
Now, they are now indirectly trying to pass the bill again. And you can see the Nigerian youth are challenging them by even coming out on air to insult them. They come and arrest me.
Yeah.
So you see, things like this will tell you that it will not last. The government will fail out.
All right.
So good. It is now that is the only way.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Don't let me together before I lost my thought. That is the only way we can fight the government. Like, for example, if an attack takes place in Imo State, like the way they used to burn villages, and why are those villagers just running away without reporting to nobody? That is my concern. To me, the solution will start from number 1. If your village is being bombed and you have a TV station, like all these stupid people, all these Okpe and Abati that comes to talk nonsense on air to come and be misleading our people. So if you have radio station in your community or your state there, I think the villagers should gather themselves and go to that radio station and force the radio station to make that broadcast of what happened there. Instead of them to downplay it, that hear the news, I think they start to challenge, because if you come and look at I come and realize that the biggest challenge we have is the press and the forces, the police and the army. That is why you see this Abati, they come out tell you, talk nonsense, as if they are talking to fools, as if they are the only people that are educated. You understand me? So,
look at another challenge. This press you are talking. So many places, I have their numbers like 10, 10, 10, 10. There is no state and district. I don't have people's number in this Nigeria. Why did I labor to do that? Because if something happens in that area, I could put a call and confirm the authenticity of the report before I will make my own report. But a lot of them don't call me. If something happened, they don't even feel called.
Let me ask you one thing. How many events or incidents that has taken place within our country there that the press has gone there to make a video for themselves and present it to people? But it is the one that takes on people's phone. That's what they are now publishing to the people.
You understand?
So I'm telling you that I'm really following up. So we are talking about solution. You know, when you are talking about solution may look like something that is not possible, because if you have not tried something, you wouldn't know how effective that thing will be. I don't know if you understand me. Yeah, because by the time you start to close these people, or maybe some incident happen, or maybe like for example, like if the army goes to the village, like I said initially, burn the village down or whatever, the remaining people in that community should go to the army barrack in that place and go and sit down in that gate and call for the officer and let the officer know that this is what is happening. They should be recording it and putting it on air. I think they do it 2-3 times. You see the military start to withdraw, because they know that if you go to that village, these people are going to the barrack, because they cannot come to the barrack. You start to kill everybody in the barrack now. And if they do them for village, not if you do them in front of their.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand. So you see, some things you think that common sense not really common, but if you don't start something, you cannot improve on that thing. It's like when they say sit at home, people say, what is the effect of sit at home? But today, is it not working?
It's working.
Yeah. So that is the only way, because if something happens and you are not reacting, it means you are enjoying what is happening. So until we have this idea of trying to put ourselves together and react over some things, you understand? If something's happening there, maybe it's like police beat people, and so people should take the video to the nearest press station, because you cannot go to the press station because you are afraid they will arrest you. They should be able to organize themselves and take it to the nearest TV house there and force the TV house to make it public. Or else they will threaten that if things are happening in this village and you people are not carrying the news, which means you are against the people in the village, this TV house should be a kind of a target. Because if you are not there to favor the people, then you are against the people. Yes, until we start to get these things right, I don't think we can find any solution. I never think we can find any solution.
All right. Thank you so much. What a brilliant, observation and suggestion. Your opinion is very brilliant. Please, our callers, a lot of people are calling direct call. Please don't call direct call. Call on WhatsApp call, please. Sorry, we can now receive calls. So, Africa Peking, what you said is really, 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 it's really true. You know, you highlighted many problems, from the press down to the people, down to the Fundanis who are terrorizing, down to the people who are sponsoring them. I think these are the major things that is our problem.
It's like you see in Nigeria today, I don't think you can find any page where somebody will boldly write it as if Fulani is the problem of Nigeria. Let somebody ask you, why did you say so? Somebody like me, I can put it on air. Fulani is the problem of Nigeria. Ask me why. Because the Fulani are not chasing people out of the farm. Imagine like, was it not Kogi State or, I don't know, Kogi, or in the Middle Belt, where they killed 100 farmers one day. Can you imagine the capacity of 100 farmers or fishermen one day? What those people produce for the nation? And you are saying food are expensive, and you are telling me that in the north you are less privileged. They cannot even do a regional government because it will affect you. Why you are the one causing the problem for the people? You see, sometimes we should be we should be hitting these people hard. We should be telling them the truth to their face. Let them know they are our problem. Because how can you be chasing somebody from the farm and you are telling the person not to be hungry? I don't know. The thing is strange because Nigerians, I don't know the way they think, man. The thing is making me go crazy. I don't even know what these guys cannot even make. You understand? There's something I come to know about this. I come to study about the white man and the black man. I'm in Europe. You understand me? I've been studying this white man, this white people character. I'm trying to know the difference between the white man and the black man. So let me use simple illustrative that I can use to express my observation. There's a saying that leap, or how do you say, look before you leap.
Okay.
I think I'm right. Okay.
Yes.
But if the white man does look before they leap, but the black man leaps before he looks. I don't know if you understand me.
Yeah, I'm understanding you.
I don't know the country that you are. I am in Italy. Let me give you my personal experience. If you are here in Italy, and you happen to be working, you find a job.
Yeah.
That your colleagues in that job, in the place you find that job, in your company, the first day they'll welcome you. Yeah, not all of them. Maybe like normally job, you always have like a kind of, even inside the job, you always a kind of section. Maybe like 4 or 5 people that work with those kind of things. They will just shake you, welcome you. What is your name and this and that? They'll greet you. Maybe if you smoke cigarette during the break time, they go out to smoke. They give you cigarette. You see, some of them they'll have sweet in their pocket. They might give you sweet to lick or whatever, just to make you friend, just to understand you. But that doesn't mean that they're your friend. Amongst them, you see some that will not be talking at all. They'll just be watching you. They'll just be watching you. Do you know that if these people watch you for like 2-3 days, if they don't like your character, the one that doesn't want to be your friend can never be your friend.
Exactly.
And if they like the way you do, if all of them wants to be your friend, they will not be your friend. They will not start to study you now, start to know more about you, ask questions. But the black man is not like that. If you get a black man into a job today, the black man want to know everything that's happening there today. By the next day, the black man is already complaining to the oga that his own black brother is not working. You understand? The black man will not start to create problems. Instead of him to focus on the job that brought him there, he will not face other things. We just lose focus. We always want to keep ourselves busy where there are no activities.
It's so pathetic anyway. Thank you so much.
You know I'm talking like this. I'm a kind of I call myself an engineer or an artist, but I'm a creative engineer. You understand? So I do a lot of construction work. You know, this construction work process and time and materials. So that's how I try to evaluate our character to the way things function in life. I come to realize that the black man has a lot of error. A lot of error, you know. A lot of error, bro. It's the fact, a lot of error.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's turn to our WhatsApp and receive WhatsApp calls. So these are many that have been calling from WhatsApp. It's time to respond to it so that you tell us what to think about this situation. For now, stay with me.
The thing I need all of you to know is this. I am not unmindful of the sacrifices that you have made to be here today. May the grace of God find and locate you wherever you are. It is not ever an easy journey when you are fighting evil.
Yes.
But some years back.
Don't finish this guy, man.
All right. Let's have this call now. Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Coach. So,
yeah, please, can you off your YouTube there so that it will not, the sound will not disturb us here?
Okay. So you want me to put it on speaker out or what?
No, off your YouTube so that we can hear you speak.
Okay.
All right, talk to us. Your name and where you are calling from.
I'm actually calling from Canada. I'm calling from Atlantic Province.
Okay. Thanks for joining us, sir.
Yeah.
Please, can you tell us your name if you don't mind?
My name is Mr. John from Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want to, based on what the guy that just spoke with you,
okay,
all the assumptions that he made,
Okay.
He's right in some area, but he's not also right in some areas. The reason is this.
Okay, share your opinion.
That before he left Nigeria, he has never worked in any government parastatal, right? If I be based on the way he was talking.
Okay.
He's in Europe now. There is what they call organigram that has to do with every organization, right? I have been opportunity to work with Nigerian Crime Commission.
Okay.
Yeah, Nigerian Finance Crime Commission for 10 good years before I resigned and to have my own private business, and at the end I am here with my family. Yeah.
Okay.
Now the issue of our country is just a pity that we have mediocres in leadership, right?
Okay.
And another thing is that we as an individual, collectively as a Nigerian,
okay,
we also have our own self to be blamed, because most of Nigerians are mediocres in terms of sing praises and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. I remember, if you can flash back memory, the time past during Abacha.
Okay.
Era. There is a guy called Carlo. If you remember, the youth earnestly asked for Abacha.
Okay.
The son of the owner of Agora Hotel, who championed the crusade and supported by Ojo Madekwe, who the cap fits.
Okay.
Yeah. And the youth, a lot of Nigerian youth, because they need money. Mm-hmm. They are looking for what to eat. They want to survive.
Okay.
They buy the idea.
All right.
Right? Even though they know that what they were supporting was a mirage, but because of their own selfish interests,
okay,
they buy the idea. And Ojo Madekwe, with the Kalu then,
okay,
forming a 1 million march, if you remember, from Agora Hotel to Eagle Square.
Okay.
So, and at the end, because the way God will have it, Abacha died.
Mm.
And that was how their dream or whatever their interest became something of the past.
Okay.
Then Salam came up, took over, and after some time he handed over to the leadership of Obasanjo.
Okay.
So what I want to say is this: until when Nigerian youth will be ready to say, okay, I won't sell my birthright again. I have to stand on the truth. Okay. Because these people that call themselves leaders, that are the aim of affairs, they know that in as much, immediately you give any Nigerian youth or any Nigerian some piece of coins, he will sing your praises.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm. And for that, they will make sure they steal to enable them to pay all those youths.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching a video just I think about 3 or 4 days ago. They said the video was on Friday, last week Friday, when probably the president Tinubu was coming back from the mosque. You heard from background where the youth are saying, yes, oh, the president, the Jagaban, stuff like that. And this is what you don't find in a Western
countries,
states.
yeah.
Because there is civilization.
Yeah.
Right? Those guys, those people, and when you look at those guys that are singing praises, their fathers, their husband. But because have no integrity. They have no dignity. When Peter Obi was campaigning, a lot of people call him all sorts of names. Oh, he's an Igbo man. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. And some also agreed that say, oh, we will teach him a lesson. But today, who is learning the lesson?
They are learning in a
Peter
hard
Obi
way.
Peter Obi is made. If the man decides not to live in Nigeria or to close down whatever business he has in Nigeria, he can afford to live comfortably. But the truth is this: most of us Nigerians are psychophants, mostly the youth. Look at the mirage that happened at the media chat yesterday. That's Mope, Ogun Yusuf, and named them Abati, and the one that called himself Otitoloju. They were just romancing this man because they know that they are not even bold to ask pertinent questions. They are just there just to fulfill all righteousness. So, my brother, the way Nigerian institutions work, they made it in such a way because they know the strength of the youth. They made it in such a way that, oh, yes, these guys, we can actually, those who want to get the plate of porridge, let's give them the plate of porridge. But any other ones that are not ready to take the plate of porridge, we can put them to where they're supposed to be. By next week, I'm just expecting the book of Dele Farotimi because I ordered it from Amazon.
Okay.
But I think it was shifted yesterday according to Amazon details they gave to me. So, and this man, look at all the revelation that is coming out after when Dele Farotimi has been arrested or kidnapped from Ikiti to Lagos. And a lot of things are coming out. Even, it's only in Nigeria, let me say in Africa, that I see that the leader somebody that calls himself leader, will come out and say this and tell Nigerian youth, you can go to hell. And the same youth will come out and clap their hand and say, yes, he's saying the right thing. So, because it's not that we are that much. We are not more than American in terms of population. But Americans, they are living together. We are not more than India. We are not more than the Chinese. But the thing is that there is this psychophancy in us.
All right. What are the things? What are the things the previous speaker said that you contradicted, so that we'll know?
No, what I'm saying is this: when he said that about the stampede, because without hunger, nobody will go to collect stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, are you getting my point? When he said the government are not to be blamed, the government is actually to be blamed because this government has made this hunger inevitable. You look at the man, you heard your president speaking last night that Nigerians should endure. Meanwhile, he's not ready to adjust. Are you getting my point?
It's only endure every day, endure.
So the man is never ready to make any sacrifice, but Nigerians can make sacrifice. I know how much, like this week alone, right? This week alone, I have given out $700. Just from Friday to this morning.
Oh, wow.
Are you getting my point? So that's because people are hungry. And somebody that called himself a leader will come out and said, Nigeria should endure. He has no regret. These are the people who stood at the Ojota and said, occupy Nigeria. Adeboye, Tunde Bakari, Tinubu, Wole Soyinka, all of them. So you see, we have issues. And the issue of Nnamdi Kanu that he made mention of, right? Nnamdi Kanu is vocal. Is a man that doesn't fear anybody.
Yeah.
He will tell you the way it is, just nothing but the truth. Right? And because of that, that's why with the help of the Hope Uzodinjo in Imo State, that call himself Uzodinma, that promised the Imo youth, the Imo light, 4,000 jobs in Europe. And nobody is asking him questions. So when he was campaigning for the second time, so they wouldn't want Nnamdi Kanu to be released because they are scared. If Nnamdi Kanu is virtually released, most of them will run away from Nigeria. So they prefer to keep the young guy perpetually there until when their tenure will run out. So that's where I said that. Well, if for my brother to say, "Oh, we can't blame government," no, because during Abacha said for any terrorism to last 24 hours, it shows that government hand is there. Yeah. People can no longer go to their farms.
I understand what you mean by that.
Are you getting my point? So,
all right,
yeah, that's just it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your sincere contribution.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
So, all right.
Can I?
Mr. African Peking, you understand what he said, and I agree with him. That government needs to be blamed.
Excuse me, I agree with him totally.
All right.
Maybe I have made a half statement. Because there's no way to run the country without blaming the government, if it is good or bad.
Exactly.
Okay. Let me try to rephrase that in a better way. Why I said we shouldn't blame the government, because the real problem is the Fulani, but actually the government is behind the Fulani.
Exactly.
Okay. So now let's go back to solution, because I think we discussing Nigeria problem will start today and it will never end. So it's better talking about solutions.
Yes, right.
So most times I don't contribute to most of these social media because we always run the circle from year to year. We always talk about the problem. What is the solution?
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about the solution. Okay. Maybe why I made that statement because look at this last protest they did. This end bad government. When they came out on the street, what were they shouting? We are hungry. We are hungry. Okay, if it is a well-organized protest, such a protest, people can come out and say, no, we are hungry because the Fulanis are in our farms. This protest, the government must chase out all the Fulanis in all the bushes, or else we are not leaving the street. I think it will make a better sense. I don't know if I'm making the point. So that is where it now concerns the government, because you must protest to the government. That's why because the government, they are so powerful that they always kill. That's why I started from using this TV houses, the area, so you can easily go and at least express your grievances. But if it's from this level that the people are more organized, like what he said that the youth have to put themselves together. It is not possible for the youth to put themselves together. Why? Because we have some percentage. If you look at the percentage of the educated youth in Nigeria, that have school certs, look at the ones that have university degrees, then look at the youth that we have in our parks. Let's not talk about the ones that are at home, the lazy ones that cannot work, those that play gambles, that maybe go to football field, waste time, and just look for something to pass the day. I don't know if you understand. So if you compare the level or the number of the educated youth and look at those ones that are not educated, like the educated youth, we understand that no, if I take 2,000 naira to sell my vote, it will not be good for me. But like the one that does push wheelbarrow, will not look at your face before you take the 2,000 naira. I don't know, because the way we reason is different. That's why I tell you that there's no. Bros, I always think of Nigeria's solution all the time, but the problem is the people themselves. That's why I said just that if you have not been to Europe, you can never explain how it is. Because you are in Nigeria, when you start to watch film, you think that everywhere in abroad is beautiful. Then when you come to abroad, But when you come to abroad, you come to realize that no, there's no difference between our land and this place. It's just that this guy just developed this place. I don't know that impression. I don't know if you understand the kind of impression I'm trying to picture out there.
I understand.
You think abroad is heaven. Then when you now come to abroad, now you'll not be surprised. Not be doing they think, not be so. That's why it's like a court. When many people come to abroad, it is hard for them to explain to those at home why it is, because it's not what they expected they are seeing again. So you understand?
It's all right. It's all right, my brother.
Put this together is by reacting. I don't know which way we can organize ourselves to react, but if anything is happening, like for example, like what just happened recently now, this one is even enough for the people to come. Like all of us know that if the people are going to farm, nobody will go and be queuing up for bag of rice. And if people will be going there, the number will be less. You understand? Now the people will say, no, before we used to go to the farm, now we no longer go to the farm. Let's organize ourselves. No, the government must this time chase these people out of our farms. I don't know if you understand. If you create that impression, now the message will get to them. At least if they don't leave all the communities they are occupying, maybe they'll leave one or two. So I think the pressure continues, they'll leave more. But we always leave the problem, jump the solution, and start talking about the problem. Like that is tough, very difficult, bro. It's a difficult end, man.
No, we are going through a difficult time, my brother. A very, like if you want to,
trying to find solution to something, you understand what you know why you are stressing yourself. You know that this thing you are doing, you are at the end. It's like you want to build a house now. You have to dig the foundation now. It's not easy to dig foundation. Even if you are digging with hand, or you have to carry a caterpillar or a bulldozer, you know how much you pay to get the bulldozer. You understand me? But I think you start to build the house, it's up, you paint and everything. People just throw, like, bring your friends over, have fun and sit down now. You know, it looks easy. But from the foundation to build the house to the roofing level, it's not easy. There's nothing that comes easy. There's no glory. There's no glory without sacrifice. That's just the simple truth. There's no how you can achieve from where you've never put in something. You cannot sit in your house and expect government to come and change. These guys, we are all looking for the same thing. We all look
all
at
right, now you must have been following. I know that you say you ordered Dele Farotimi's book and you have not gone through it, and you have been following the issue of Dele Farotimi and Afe Babalola. Now, with the situation of things, what is your take?
I think, how do I put it? If you look at it, the thing is sounding so loud because it is affecting a popular figure. It has always been like that. Nothing is new. It's just that Dele Farotimi is a popular person, and that is why the public is hearing about it. It happens to a lot of people. And you see people go to jail for 15 years for the crime they didn't commit. So what are we talking about? It's just the system. You know one problem we have, these people, they succeeded in really dividing us. That is just the biggest problem. Look at the other guy you talked about just now, the guy from Imo State that they just released. What's his name?
Darlington.
This guy, no, not the Darlington, the one that they said they are planning to kill now. They want to assassinate him. He's hiding for his life.
Okay, Ugo Chinyere.
Okay, let me ask you now. Ugo Chinyere, as an activist, is he fighting alone?
No.
Because it's a direct question. Or he's fighting with, he has his own group that is easy to move. Like Nnamdi Kanu has his own group. Though we don't know the group, we only know Nnamdi Kanu. At least we know he has groups. He has department. Okay, can you talk about Ugo Chinyere like that? Is he fighting alone? The answer is yes. Okay, let's look at Dele Rotimi. Is Dele Rotimi fighting alone? The answer is yes.
Okay, now I understand fighting alone you are talking about.
Okay. You see where the power of division comes in. So why can't we all, like when Nnamdi Kanu was there, somebody like Rotimi knows that he has this thing in mind. You cannot say before you become an activist. You don't start it one day. Something must have been boiling in you. Just like I came and just say that, man, Fulani has the problem because it has been boiling in me. How can we be dancing around the answer? If the Fulani allow the people to go to the farm, they don't need to go and queue up for rice. It's a simple logic. You understand me? Okay. So if someone like Farotimi has this idea, someone like Ugochire has this idea, all of them they have. Then why, when Nnamdi Kanu was there, why didn't they support? Rather, everybody wants to do it individually, and that is where it is difficult.
Yeah. I'm with you. Let's get to this conduct. I'm coming back to you. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Good afternoon. This is Chuku.
Who?
Izu
Chuku calling from this number seems like Sweden.
Yes, I'm calling. I'm living in Denmark.
Okay, in Denmark. All right. Thanks for joining us, sir.
Thank you, my brother.
All right, sir.
It's yet another good day. How are you guys over there?
Yeah, we are fine. Another day to try again. All right.
Yes.
Today we are discussing the issue of injustice in Nigeria, and we are focusing on the issue between Afe Babalola and Dele Farotimi. And Dele Farotimi has gone home today. You know, he was granted bail like a week today, and someone like P2B was there shorty for him. I think the bail bond of 50 million, 30 million, because this man, they took him to two court, to magistrate court and the federal high court. Magistrate court even asked him to present his passport. Federal high court asked him to drop his passport. How many passports did he have? So, thank God he's out. Let him go and prepare for defense. So we're also talking about the issue of Ugochire Imo, that everybody is now raising an alarm that they want to assassinate him, they want to kill him because he's always speaking the truth. And we cannot talk the issue of injustice without not talking about Nnamdi Kanu, who have been in incarceration, you know, since how many years now? I say 10 years because it started 2014, 2015, up to today. Not that any court in Nigeria have found him guilty. Multiple, you know, cases, court rulings have even quashed cases. The federal government is just dragging. So what is your take on that?
My brother, the issue of Nigeria is getting out of hand. But the case of Nigeria is like you have a tree that is blocking or obstructing your compound, and you want to get rid of the tree. Instead of you going from the root, removing the tree, you just cut from the stem. What do you expect?
Okay.
The next 2 weeks, it is not growing from the branches.
Okay.
It is not shooting out the branches again. That's the problem of Nigeria. Because the problem is foundational problem. It's not about attacking one person or the other. Because Nigeria has become an empire of lies.
Okay.
Yeah. Nigeria has become an empire of lies that once you say the truth, everybody comes after you. Even those you are in their defense by saying the truth, they'll come after you. What has been the crime of Dele Farotimi? Can they prove it? Can they defend whatever they said is the crime? If Nigeria is a safe country, from his book and from the evidence from the US, whatever they call it.
Yeah, that's a fine document.
Question by now.
Yeah.
But nobody talking about Obasanjo.
Yeah.
He's a free man. He's a free man. Nobody talking about him. But he should be answering questions by now if he's in the same country.
You are right, though.
So nobody's talking about Obasanjo who gave the pride because he's the head of the army. He gave the pride. He manipulated the man to use him and the man accepted it. So Obasanjo should be involved in his case, but Obasanjo is an angel. He's a saint sitting in his house. And look at these are the kind of people we call elderly statesmen. Can you imagine? These are the kind of people we call elderly statesmen with all the respect, all the accolades given to him anywhere he appears. Someone who is in depth in corruption. Yeah.
Well, that is the issue. We know that Nigerians don't like the truth.
Okay. And the one thing again is these people, they have strategies. You see, what they are doing, they are going from the east to the west, to the north to the south, picking out the mouth speakers, those who are in terms of the justice.
Yeah.
That's what they are picking.
Yeah.
And they want to do it all so that when they start the agenda, they have nobody to talk again. And this is the same problem that happened to the Jews when they were separated in Europe. There's one professor who said when they come for the nationalists, he didn't protest because he was not one of them. They were all there. They came for the socialists, he didn't protest because he wasn't among them. They came for the Jews, you kept quiet. When they came for you, there was nobody for you because you never protested. That is the situation. What they want to do in Nigeria now. They are going around picking people from the east. They make sure that nobody can challenge them from the east.
Yeah.
West, same thing. Start middle belt, same thing. They have upper hand. When they want to start the agenda, it will take just one way, one traffic. That's the agenda. How can you tell me that in the same country every year we have never had anything like natural disaster in Nigeria, right? Not like earthquake. Only fraud, and we don't even have to do. We don't even have hurricane. But people are being buried in masses every day. What is going on? What is going on? And no president of any country have ever called Nigeria and say sorry for what is happening because they know it's caused by their leaders.
Yeah.
Every day, the Senate and the House of Reps, they are observing a 1 minute silence for what is happening, and they are there staring at each other. They know who that are responsible for this. They know the members who are sponsoring these people, but they choose to keep quiet. They choose to keep quiet. So how do you want the problem to be solved? Then to me, the case is just like same thing with Nnamdi Kanu. What is Nnamdi Kanu's case? Because he said the truth. Is it too hard to call a spade a spade? We know who is terrorizing Nigeria. We know who is causing the problem. But to call them name is the problem. Why can't our own politicians muster the strength to say the truth?
That is
okay, if you kill the to me now, is the problem solved? It's not solved. If you tell him, is it solved? It's not solved. But they are dragging him up and down. In the name of protecting their what they call it, their integrity. What integrity do you have? I don't. Sometimes I ask myself, do you know that it's more easier to obtain a PhD in Oxford University than to obtain what do you call it, honorable-ship in Nigeria? Just honorable-ship. Do you know what it takes to be an honorable in Nigeria? I don't think you know. If you know what it takes to be an honorable, you must be a dishonest human being. You must be a hardened criminal. You must be what do you call it? Sponsor of all kinds of evil for you to be honorable. That's Nigeria for you. If you have shame in Nigeria, you cannot be an honorable. Because those that call honorable, they are a bunch of shameless people. They don't have shame. If you have shame in Nigeria, you can't be an honorable. But once you don't have shame, you don't have honor, then the honorable is your own. Look at all of them in the House of Assembly. Last time it was Gucci. Okay, what has that man done? Last time they went to kill him in his house. Till today, have they found out those who went to start to kill him?
Nobody is interested in finding out because
this camera was there. And it caught everything on camera. Have they arrested those people? No.
Never. It's all right, my brother.
But those are state-sponsored agents. So you see, there was something Buhari said. Buhari, I have never seen any man so stupid that I cannot learn anything from that person. Buhari said something, and now I'm coming to realize it. Buhari said that Nigerians are this, and really, most of the Nigerians they are this, because things that doesn't make meaning is where they invest their energies, their time, their money. Talking about it on social media. Yeah. When people are revolting, look at what do you call them? Senegal. Look at Sudan. Look at after Al-Bashir, how many years in power they still overthrew him. But Nigeria, why can't you pick up the courage and go after your leaders? Do you think by begging them, they can't say that your vote doesn't count, your PVC doesn't count, and we have witnessed that now. It doesn't matter how many you vote, your vote doesn't count. What counts is what I say, what is decided inside. So your vote is nothing. It's not relevant. If you like, keep complaining, keep doing your obedience from now to let's see. They will still turn this upside down. Nothing will happen because they know nothing will happen.
It's all right, my brother.
Most of the countries we are living in, go and check the history. None of these countries we are enjoying today in Europe, they all fought their way with blood. They all went through bloodshed to get their freedom. Is it France? Is it England? Is it Belgium? Go and check their histories. You see, Nigerian government, the only thing that picked them, there's like this my brother said before, African Pekin. You see, the only language Nigerian government understand is hit me, I hit you. That's the only language they understand. If you watch Nigerian case, that was why they negotiated. If you watch Boko Haram, that's why they're negotiating. But if the Nigerian government is hitting you and you are looking for peace, they don't know, it's not in the dictionary. At the moment you face them man to man, gun to gun, Nigerian government to look for a means to resolve the issue. That's the only problem. That's the only way they understand.
It's all right. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, my brother. Keep the good work up going.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Christian. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Kocha. Merry Christmas in advance. So,
said to you.
Yeah, if you like say, you don't tell when you did this program. I just see it now, so I don't know. I just see it now. So I can quickly come in and say a few things, but I don't know what thing be the main. If you give me small heads up a little bit, I mean.
No problem. I like the environment that you are. All right.
I like your Chicago.
Thank you so much.
Anytime I have I don't have it, but I would definitely want to buy it.
Thank you. So we are talking about the issue of injustice in Nigeria, and today, Dele Farotimi, who have been battling with Afe Babalola and the powers that be in Nigeria, has gone home because they gave him bail condition about a week ago. So I think they have perfected it. And we are still talking about the issue of this Ikenga Imo Ugochire, one of the opposition. The man's life is under threat, and there are news everywhere that they want to kill him, they want to assassinate him, or free him up and use the SS to him. It's not even Hope. Maybe I don't know, but the people that are indicting is federal government using Wiki to do that.
They are all in it. But Hope Uzodimma is his enemy number one. They are all in it. These are cabal, criminal cabals, you know. It's a tough situation. They have formed a clique, but they shall destroy themselves too at some point, because there are other factions too who are cabals also. Tinubu has his own cabals, like the Wikes and the Uzodimmas and some of them who are on but all of them, they are just the same. On both faction, they are up to no good. Absolutely. These are not human beings. These are soulless individuals. They eat, they destroy the human blood. These people, Jesus Christ, these are not human beings. But I believe that one day, monkey will go market, will come back. They have destroyed souls and souls. If you speak truth, they mark you as your enemy. That Ugo Chinyere is a man of truth. Even though he's also a Nigerian, he's a politician in Nigeria, but at least he summoned the courage to speak truth sometimes, which is very hard to find, But all in all, I just feel like, for me, because I go all the way, I just go all the way. I don't like half truth, that is why, that is me. But everybody is different, and everybody is entitled to their way of life. But for me, I figured that Nnamdi Kanu, why they are releasing everybody and building everybody, Nnamdi Kanu for 3 years now, like you said, more than 10 years or thereabout, is because all of them, including P2OB, they all want Nigeria. They all, Nigeria is their milk and honey. All of them, like I said, including P2OB, because Nigeria is impunity. The true definition of the word impunity is what Nigeria is, where they can do whatever they like, get away with it, no accountability, no rule of law, no nothing. So that's what they like. For P2OB, to be honest with you, I think that just like Tinubu cannot do much, if any, in Nigeria, but he just want to put his name, on that archive of presidents, that name. So for P2OB, equally more or less the same, even though that I still, because there are levels to this whole thing, P2OB is better than Tinubu now. But that is not to say that P2OB will succeed, because P2OB doesn't have what it takes to succeed among this the wolf that have hijacked Nigeria, So, but nevertheless, he will continue to fight to see if he can succeed, but they will not. He went to the north, he was eating with Amajiri on the floor, putting hand in the same plate to make himself look like a commoner or simple man. This northerner, this Fulani hijacked Nigeria, they don't care what, for them, their mind is made. You can dip yourself into the ocean, they don't care. You see, I called it all the Sultan, the El Rufai, the Dangote, all of them, their mind is made. They have one agenda, one priority. That is completely making Nigeria an Islamic country. That is their priority. Nothing comes in between. So you can do all you call, they don't care. You can call them whatever, they just keep pushing. Today, I was watching VOP. I think, it was this morning, VOP. Darlington, maybe you've seen him. He's always featuring on that program, and some other guys. So they were talking about this new phenomenon now, that they are pushing Sharia from the north, because it was in that 12th northern state. But now it's high time they push it down, because they've already done with the north, more or less, using the terrorism, using the massacre and stuff like that. Now they are on the January, they are going to inaugurate it, the court in Oyo. Oyo. So they were discussing it, but the other mainstream media, I didn't hear anything from them, at least raise the alarm. But they were discussing it, that this simply confirm all what people call rumors, all what people call fear mongering, all what people call just, they call it names. When you tell them the truth, now they can't say it many times. Some other people have said it many times, but those who are part of it, the complicit ones, they downplay it, they say this, but they just keep pushing on. So from Oyo there, they will now look down to the east, to the southeast, and the rest of it. But one Yoruba man who was there was saying that it will not work, or that blah 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 blah. The same thing that Obasanjo said when Obasanjo was president.
Exactly, that's what I wanted to tell you.
They initiated that Sharia in the 12 northern state. Obasanjo say, leave them. But look today, part of the thing that has destroyed Nigeria is that Sharia business, because for them, like I said, there's no development that comes in between, no education. That for them, priority number one is making Nigeria Islamic country, a Sharia law, a Sharia country. So this is the problem. So this Yoruba guy on the panel, who is also a journalist, was saying that, and I look at him, I say, I laugh. He said, well, you see, so, but some of them already, I don't know, maybe Yoruba is half, maybe 50 Muslim, 50 Christian, I don't know. But the fact of the matter is that they already succeeded in Yoruba land. And that is why, like I said the other day, some of these people, they are not very happy with the Igbo, because the Igbos are fighting not to succumb to this Sharia imposition, because this Sharia imposition, that is what it's all about. But it's not. It is so. My point is that it's just unfortunate what the situation everybody find themselves in Nigeria. P2OB want one Nigeria because he thinks that he can do something, but I know that he cannot. He won't do much, and they won't even allow him. And if he thinks that he can mobilize North, South, wherever to vote for him, he's wasting his time, because they will vote at the end of the day. The INEC people will choose the person they want. So why is he wasting his time? Instead of him to do the right thing, they don't want to do the right thing. So that is the aspect I look at these people and I see them as cowardly. And I don't see them much different. I think they are all the same evil, because there's only one solution to Nigerian problem. And that is everybody answer about go your own way. Simple as that. Go and manage yourself. It doesn't matter if you're 5 million, if you are 3 million, manage yourself as it best suits you, and that is it. And frankly, then you will see development. Everybody begin to work with competition, with rivalry to develop. But anything outside of that is just chop and chop, national cake. Because let me tell you, if Yoruba, if they have Oduduwa nation today, they will not elect Tinubu. They will not allow Tinubu to be their president. Never. Because they know that Tinubu lack capacity. He's old. He's old, mentally weak and tired. But because it's Nigeria, so turn by turn, they can always choose anybody. Who will choose Buhari? So this is the problem, my brother. I just make I contribute small.
Thank you so much, my brother. Africa Pekin, I really appreciate your presence and your contribution.
Yes, my brother. Thank you very much. I want to even leave you guys. I just want to listen to what this our brother is saying. And
yeah. This is 2 hours, 30 minutes. Is the scheduled time for the program. And our viewers, I really appreciate you all. Do it to join us tonight if you have time. 12 in the midnight. That is 12 a.m. Nigerian time. Today is 24th, right? That is on Christmas Day. Imagine we doing broadcast on Christmas Day. Oh, we have to do that. We don't have choice.
Coach, a good work. Keep all the good work. We appreciate you. We very much appreciate you. You know, in this life, that is, for the most part, all what we owe to humanity. Stand up and be counted. Speak the truth. Because if you talk, you will die. If you not talk, you will die. So why not speak and let the thing fall where it may? They are holding on the can we know. We know why they are doing it. It's mostly the Igbo politicians because they don't want sane society. All of them from A to Z. Ugo Chinyere is different. But he's caught up. He is caught up in the web of corruption, web of evil entity called Nigeria. But he's doing his best. We pray that he continue to stay safe, you know, because Nigeria is demonic entity. Make no mistake about that. Mankind has not seen an evil entity like Nigeria. I've said it. Since modern day, mankind has not seen a country so evil and corrupt. Came in talk, everybody, the Yoruba woman, everybody come against her because she spoke the truth. A country that doesn't like truth. That is the problem. How can you prosper when you cannot look truth in the face? Nigeria can never prosper because they uphold reality. They uphold truth. You know. So God bless you, my brother.
Yeah, bro.
All right,
so
thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Africa Pekin.
Let me just conclude by saying that we should stop thinking about Nigeria and start thinking about individuals. Why, as individuals, we should also remember that we are animals. And we should also start to think like animals, you know, at least try to impart that animal lifestyle. No, it's natural. It's not. We are animals. You cannot. How can you differentiate yourself with a rat? The rat have 2 noses, 1 mouth, 2 ears. You call the rat, you find blood, but we know we are more supreme, you know. But why did I use that word, animals? Did you know that it is not easy for you to attack an ordinary ant without the ant defending itself?
For sure.
Yeah. So that's why I said thinking like animals, because because it's like we are forgetting where we are coming from. Because you have to know your roots before you can find your future. Because there's no animal on earth that will just go and meet even an ordinary rat in your room. For you to even kill the rat in your room is difficult. It finds ways to defend itself. So how can you imagine people in Nigeria they'll just open their hand and say, "Come and kill me," without reacting? So it's something we have to think about. So thank you very much. So maybe hopefully we'll join you later in the night. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. And God bless. Have a nice day.
The thing I need all of you to know is this. I am not unmindful of the sacrifices that you have made to be here today. May the grace of God find and locate you wherever you are. It is not ever an easy journey when you are fighting evil.
Yes.
But some years back, before I started this work, God told me very clearly, and I heard it very clearly. It says, once have I spoken, once has he spoken, twice have I heard. He says, the truth is enough. It is the only weapon by which you can slay the monster called Nigeria. The truth, nothing else. In my public advocacy, in my fight and my wars against this evil empire that we all live in, I have never lied against anyone. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know. Yes.
Thousands of people wanna see me. Billions of waiting for the message. Billions are dying for the message.